Hey, Decide Your Destiny crew, Cospreedy's here. Thanks for joining me for another Decide Your Destiny daily dose. Decide to peel back the layers. Treat your interactions, your conversations, your whole life experience as one big onion, as pulling back layers. Treat it like a cake that has many layers in it. Tiramisu, something like that. Treat your life like a cake, but really question things and peel back layers, and peel back layers of your own beliefs or the things that you've already kind of had as, your interpretations or, your preferences or, the reasons you're getting upset and angry. I was speaking to someone just a little while earlier and just talking about how interesting it is that we as humans get really upset about one thing and then we totally disregard things that are much more like horrific crimes against humanity. Topics like, what's happening to our oceans, the fact that the biggest killer in the world is heart disease, suicide rates, why is that still happening? The fact that there's no actually mistakes granted in terms of youth that are finding their way, that, it's pitchfork, we can behave in pitchfork manner and have a pitchfork sort of society and not actually forgive our youth, forgive the young people that have maybe made a mistake or said something wrong, or we have to like put them on a spotlight and say this is wrong instead of realizing that this person is experiencing something and life is constantly evolving and maybe you said something in the wrong way, or what was the intent? Intention is thrown out of the works. Intention is no longer a thing. Those are the questions we have to ask. Why? Why is that the way? Why are we not looking at intention? Why are we not looking at forgiveness? Why are we not looking at coming together and healing hearts? Why do we have to kind of put people up on the bloody wood and burn them alive? Like no matter what. They might have made a mistake. They might have said something wrong. They might have, maybe you're like a young teenager. Like imagine being a young teenager now. If I think about, the carry-on that you had with your mates, the things you used to call each other, the names that I would get called, if one of my mates were filmed in that situation, or I or whatever, it would blow up on the internet and be just pitchfork, trend would be right after it. So, really having to look at the intention, look at the layers, question, look back. Why am I upset with this person? Why is what they said is wrong? Why is it, important that we heal? What will it take to heal? Maybe I need to have a conversation. I was just chatting to the person earlier and he was just talking about how it took someone else to have a conversation to him and say, why? Like, why do you believe that? Why do you think that? Where did you hear that? What research have you done on that? And really ask the questions, Otherwise we just hear a segment of some fear mongering or some, attack or, something basically dictating to you or telling you what you should be afraid of, what basically the authority of your life, what you should be afraid of, who you should run from, who you should shout at, what you should be upset about, what you shouldn't be upset about. Listening to some documentaries recently or different videos and listening to someone like, Tim Ballard talking about human trafficking and how, trying to talk to people at the start was like talking to people and then they were, as soon as he'd mention it and the stories and the problems and the numbers and the data, people would put their heads in the sandbox, But then the most minimal offense or the most minimal sort of thing that they take out of connotation, or they get a little bit of a pump up, like, oh, I can tell you what to do, I can tell you if I can be some sort of authority over your life. And that's a big problem. That's a problem to them. But the other thing isn't. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't actually equate. There's no logic behind it. It's all pure emotion. There's no logic, there's no trying to work things out. And that's the problem when you're not peeling back layers, when you're not asking questions, you're not seeing, okay, what matters more? Whether this person is doing everything I say and I yell at him across the street and I feel good and I can go home, pat myself on the back, or is it more important that I save a child from being trafficked? That's the questions you have to ask yourself. And I don't know, for me the reason I'm on this, I don't know if you call it soapbox, but sharing this message because I saw a lack thereof. Where is this message being sent? And there's people that are doing amazing things, remarkable things that I couldn't even dream of, and my heart actually goes out to them, but We need to have these conversations, because in these conversations we can peel back layers and work things out and question things and go, okay, if you're humanitarian, if you're a caring person, then is it okay just to care about one thing and not everything else? Is it only care about one side? Is there only one reality? You know, I think this quote recently I heard, and it was about in the book In Engineering, it was just saying how we are all energy just showing up in different ways. And that science and data backs us now, that we are all energy, we are all different amounts of energy showing up in different ways in the world. So why are we getting it so effing wrong, you know? Why can't we peel back layers and really find solutions for humanity and ask questions and not just say, oh, yep, I'll have this, you know. I heard something about, I think it's vegan food, and then, you know, converting from meat, and then put the plastic in it, the plastic they use, and the harms of that, and the, you know, not biodegradable, and all, like, and these are obviously just little bits that I'm telling you, but you know, there's so many layers to everything. You might think you're doing something right, but you need to question it again. That's what I'm trying to say. You need to peel back the layers again, peel back the layers again, and peel back the layers again, and really get to that core, get to the source, and figure out the real solutions. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. Please share it around. Give us a thumbs up if you like that. Put a comment down below about something that you kind of peeled back layers and you realize, Jesus, this onion's huge. I've got to keep peeling back layers. Let me know. You know, maybe it's a topic or a, you know, part of society that you've kind of been investigating, researching. Let me know. I'm always interested to hear from you, hear your thoughts, hear your opinions. And as always, you know, believe in inclusivity over exclusivity. And remember, guys, decide your destiny. Cheers.